Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Film Geek here, and last night on DVD, I watched Moon. Moon is an independent sci-fi movie directed by Duncan Jones. Duncan Jones, if you are unaware with him, is the son of David Bowie. So this movie stars Sam Rockwell. Let's just do a quick brief thing here. Sam Rockwell, some of the other movies you might have seen him in. He was in Frost Nixon, Assassination of Jesse James by the Coward Robert Ford. What else? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Galaxy Quest. The Green Mile. He was the Wild Bill guy, the one who's like just total jerk off. I don't know, let's see what else has he been in. He's been in a bunch of stuff. Like a bunch of stuff. This is by far his best performance ever. He gives an absolutely stunning performance in this movie. If you're not familiar with this movie, it's an independent sci-fi film where basically, and I'm not going to give away anything that you're not going to see in the trailer, Sam Rockwell's character is on like a space station on the moon where they're like mining for minerals or whatever. Actually, you find out in the movie, like in the first 5 minutes of the movie, that's helium that they're processing. But anyway, so they're like on a mining project on the moon. He's by himself on this space station with just a robot named Gertie, who is voiced by Kevin Spacey. Sam's character has an accident. He goes, and then once he comes to from the accident, he goes out of the hull to check the surface of the moon there and finds another person. And this other person looks identical to him. And he's starting to go bonkers and lose his mind a little bit. So there's just a brief rundown of the story. Now, when I was watching the movie, when I saw the first twist coming, I assumed that the story was going a certain direction. And I assumed that because it was playing out a lot like a certain episode of The Twilight Zone. Now, I'm not going to tell you what episode of The Twilight Zone because it'll give away what I was thinking it was gonna happen versus what actually happened, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Because it's a damn good movie and you need to rent it like now if you haven't seen it already. Which most of you probably haven't, because I hadn't seen it before because it was only very limited release in the theaters. So I was very happy that it got released this week so I could finally see it. But anyway, like I thought the story was going one way, and I was like, this is just a knockoff of that episode of Twilight Zone. But then they went somewhere completely different with it, and I had to have huge respect for it because of the way that the way they made you think it was going to go, and then the way that they changed it to go someplace entirely different that I was not really expecting. At first, the way that they finally went, story-wise, like, I didn't think it was going to play, but then the more they unraveled certain things about it, the more I liked it. And then Sam Rockwell gives such an amazing performance that high respect for the story just blasted into loving this movie. The special effects are really damn good for as low of a budget as they had. Like I said, the acting is amazing. The cinematography is great. There is this one specific shot in particular, and I guess I can just go ahead and tell you the shot because it doesn't really give away any of the story. There's a part where the guy is having a dream, and in this dream, the guy's like laying in bed next to his wife, and in the dream, the camera goes up underneath the covers. You see their bodies. It's like traveling through the covers as if the covers were like a cavern or a tunnel or something. And then it goes and you see the astronaut version of himself like reaching out, grabbing himself. It was a sweet moment and beautifully done with the cinematography. It's a shot I have never seen before, going underneath the covers and stuff like that. It was very cool. I liked it a lot. I don't really have any bad stuff to say about this movie. The pacing was dead on. The story, like I said, I was worried at first, but then once I saw where it was actually going, it got great. The acting was unbelievable. Special effects, cinematography, story, everything about this movie kicks ass. I know it's a little late now that I already gave you guys my top 10 movies of 2009, but I hadn't seen this movie yet. This movie is definitely going into either the number 1 or number 2 spot. I'm still debating in my head on if I thought it was better than District 9 or not, because District 9 was my 1 spot. I can't decide if I thought it was better than District 9 or not. I think it ranked pretty much even with District 9. It might edge it out just a little bit because District 9 did have a few cliche lines that had me annoyed, which was the only reason I didn't give District 9 a perfect 5. This movie was original from start to finish. This movie is getting a perfect 5 out of 5 from me. I'm gonna have to say it was probably the best movie of 2009. I think it might have even been a little bit better than District 9. This movie rocks. See it as soon as you can, and if you have a Redbox, it's only $1. So check it out. You have to check this movie out. It's Moon. I give it a 5 out of 5.